So, going back to the Legends timeline, I went for the next novel in the Star Wars timeline after Dawn of the Jedi Into the Void that I never read, which happened to be Star Wars The Old Republic Revan by Drew Karpyshyn. Now, this is the sequel to both the KOTOR games. The first half of it takes place between Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, and then the second half takes place shortly after Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. In it, Revan is trying to figure out what parts of his memory are gone, and so he goes on a self-declared mission to find out what happened, what he did, why he went to the dark side. Because, as you know, if you played the game, Revan's memories were taken from him by the Jedi Council. What memories were there? That's unclear. Like, if his memories had been tampered with beforehand. His and Malik's memories were tampered with, spoilers, by the Sith Emperor. But, the Jedi Council screwed with his memory more to make him a weapon to kill Darth Malik. Yeah. That's KOTOR 1 the game. That's not even in this book. Significantly better. He does a whole bunch of crap. Meanwhile, Lord Scourge, a Sith species of the Sith species and of the Sith Order, is tasked with protecting a Sith Council member and figures out what the Emperor's goals are for the galaxy and for conquest. And of course we have the Exile too, and she has a dumb plot. Let's get into this book. This book is not that good. This book's very controversial because about half of KOTOR fans love it and half of them hate it. I don't think this book should have ever been written, to be honest, and we'll get into it. Drew Karpyshyn isn't a bad writer. If I said Drew Karpyshyn was a bad writer, I'd be a liar. He wrote one of my favorite Star Wars trilogies of all time, which is the Darth Bane trilogy, and he's basically like the king of the Old Republic. Like he wrote the storyline for a lot of it. A lot of it is his baby. So Revan, as a character, is boring. He's OP because he's OP, because he's Revan, and he has, no character. I'm sorry, Revan's boring as a character. The Jedi Exile, she's boring as a character. They try to give him, plot points, for character development, and there really aren't any. They're just generic good guys that went bad and then are redeeming themselves. It's a been there, done that story, especially in Star Wars. The redeeming quality of this book is Lord Scourge. Lord Scourge, as a character, is interesting. In fact, his plotline was what I was constantly looking forward to when reading anything with Revan or the Jedi Exile. It's just, I like Scourge. He has his own motivations, and he's a bad guy. Or is he? There's a dilemma there, and that's interesting. The Scourge stuff and the Sith stuff, that's cool. The rest of the book sucks. But thankfully, the Scourge stuff is a lot of the book. And when that's going on, that's when the book shines. The rest of it just is bland and generic. The ending I won't get into on here. We talked about it on Legends podcast. If you wanted to listen to it, it's there. I won't spoil it for this review. Just know that it's not a happy ending. It's actually kind of stupid, but I'm not going to get into that. Overall, this book gets a 3 out of 5. It's just not particularly good. So, anyway, have a nice day.